Morning thought acquisition. In our lives, we can be like the snowball that grows as it rolls down the hills. What is of significance is the differentiation that we acquire, of what we acquire. We should never condemn those who acquire material things because that is their choice. We should equally be accepting of those who acquire wealth. Of paramount importance is that we acquire that which could never be lost when the storms of life comes. My name is Zibuse L Kunene. Come with me on the journey to empowered thinking. On this particular morning thought, the artwork is supplied by Percy Maimela. It's very beautiful. I think it's the artwork that captured me the most, that I felt that I needed to use it. Right. So today, actually, I just want to talk about that specific morning thought about acquisition. And oftentimes when we talk about acquisition, people are quick to condemn those who have things that they want and that they can't have or that they don't have. And they condemn them and they make all sorts of accusation. But at the end of the day, the truth is those people have those things and they've acquired them. And there's nothing we can do about it. And for us who don't have those things and aspire to having those things, it's easy to just criticize, but it's even better to rise above our need to look down on somebody else and criticize them and change that perspective into looking into how can I get to this stage. And what we don't appreciate is the fact that some people work hard. They work hard to get the things that they have. They work hard to even maintain a certain life status. Equally so, somebody who does not have things, it's in how they don't have things that matters. So here's what I mean. Somebody who's lazy, somebody who's always making excuses, the more they don't acquire things, the more they are unable to acquire things, the more they are unable to grow. They keep blaming those circumstances. So they'll keep blaming, I'm tired, or I've got this. They'll always find an excuse for them not to do what they're supposed to do. Or they will always find an excuse not to do the things that will get them out of that situation. And so they keep playing in the same circle. And because they don't want to feel intimidated by others who are more prosperous than they will then associate themselves with people at their level or lower, if there is any lower than where they are. And that's where they'll be comfortable to be. They'll dream together, they'll plan things together, but they'll never really execute because there's no willingness to do that. There's no willingness to execute. But one day, when somebody decides that, you know what, I really want to change my life, I really want to do better, and then they will do better. They will stop talking about it. They will stop going to those places where they always go, but they will be focused on locking themselves behind that door. And when they are behind that door, they'll be working. And once they start working, then the work never stops, because then you realize, today, this is what I've done. But if I can focus more, I know I can do better. So then they go and they do better tomorrow. And then while they're doing that, they realize, I can actually improve upon this. I can actually do that. But now they're working. They no longer have time to do the things that they've always done, to go the places where they've always gone, because things have changed. And when things have changed, then it's a whole different ball game. And then that's when you start seeing their growth. Similarly, those who have acquired those material things, it's amazing as well just as to digress a little bit, it's amazing how those who are very rich, they can easily give that money away because they know they've mastered the principles and the work ethic of how to get what they've gotten before. So what you then do is they find it easy to just give it away because they'll always get it back. They'll always get more. They know how to do that. So once you have the how, then it's important. So it's important then that we learn the principles of how to get there. We learn the principles of all of those things. And once we do that, we can grow very far.